So the next talk will be by Simone Pirrotta, and we'll deal with Italian plans and initiatives for moon exploration. So, are you ready, Simone? Okay.
Hello.
Hi.
Good afternoon, everybody. Hi.
Okay, so we'll have a warning 2 minutes before the end, okay?
Okay. I think it's better if I have a certain number of slides, so it's better if I will manage by myself the presentation.
We see you, so please go to full screen mode. Okay?
Right. Okay. Thank you, Patrick, Valentin, and good afternoon, everyone. So I will briefly present the current plans of the Italian Space Agency, which is coordinating, of course, the scientific and technical Italian community interested in moon exploration. And in fact, the other authors are part of the different teams that are at ASI coordinating this large topic, of course, that includes several different areas and is now reflected in the new ASI organization, where there is this horizontal topic that is covered by several different units. And we have a strong link with the scientific community, of course, which recently issued a very comprehensive white paper about Italian capabilities and interest. And I will briefly mention the current initiatives that are in place at different level and actors. The frame, of course, the international frame is mainly depicted at highest level by ISEC-G Global Exploration Roadmap, which is now expected to have an update as a supplement dedicated to moon exploration, which will be issued in the coming months and will reflect the recent updates on the different actors. As Italian community, we of course have our national path and ideas and plans to reach the moon, but of course we contribute to the ESA, to the continental European program, and we are also very interested and open for international cooperation and bilateral and the participation in the Artemis Accords is a clear sign of this intent. We have, again, as a national community, an heritage, strong heritage in a robotic system, both on the payload side and in the infrastructures and service elements. And all this could be tailored and adapted and intended to participate in the moon in future missions and initiatives led by ASI, but not only again. And when we think about the robotic initiatives that I'm focusing on, we of course consider how they are preparatory for the future manned season of missions. And among I want to go through all the instruments and science where Italy has a strong heritage, but of course it derives from the participation in several past initiatives related to missions that are robotically exploring the solar system, the entire. For what concerns the moon, we have as running initiatives, but also something which is in preparation. We will intend to participate in the new orbital station, of course, the Lunar Gateway, as part of ESA, but with an important role due to our heritage in the habitable habitats that were and modules that were already part in the ISS, and we will intend to put our first instruments on the moon surface mainly benefit of the opportunities coming from NASA CLIPS program, and also from the, of course, our contribution to ESA. And we have also couple, but other in preparation orbiters that we are preparing for this new season. The robotics side is currently articulating for the initiatives for the three main destinations, of course, with the commonalities and peculiarities. And for what concerns the moon, we are going to start several studies for CONOPS and scientific-based missions that can be where we can provide the main elements, and we will open to cooperation. And for the technologies that are preparatory for the next season, we identified ISRU as a very important, of course, element. It is basically everywhere in all the roadmaps, and we have a good heritage that we want to use to have a first demonstrator. I will mention later on. And in parallel, we have several budget and development lines for the infrastructure that will be that can be tailored and used for the different destinations. The sensing of the national community has been performed through several workshops and moments of discussion. And I think that the main product of this phase was the issuing of an interesting white paper laid by the National Institute of Astrophysics, where the different approach for science from moon and on the moon and off the moon have been highlighted, mixing different sizes of proposals and also different, I can say, maturity of the technology, of the needed technology. We had several initiatives also through discussion in a direct link with for example, with the NASA survey team, where we contributed to. We had a couple of workshops in the last 3 months in order to identify possible interesting opportunities for the future. Concerning the mission that are in preparation, we have Argo Moon, which is embarked on the SLS, the first space launch system, which is going to lift off. We hope so in the next weeks or months. So you are probably aware that the first mission will offer the opportunity for a delivery to 13 CubeSats. And some of them NASA opened to international cooperation. And as a European contribution, in 2016, Argo Moon has been selected as a European contribution with the main purpose to collect very relevant pictures of the first flight, especially of the ICPS module of SLS. Argo Moon is a 6U CubeSat, which has been developed by the Italian firm Argotec for ASI, of course, with the agency coordination. And a strong coordination with the partners has been put in place and was necessary. The mission, Argo Moon mission, briefly, can be described with 2 main phases. The first hours are devoted to the separation from the SLS and the capturing of pictures of the last of this stage. And since Argo Moon will be released at the first opportunity, it will also be used to check on the release of the other CubeSat on the second and third bus stop one. And in the second phase of the mission, it will be put in a different orbit that will allow the capturing of pictures of the moon from different altitudes. The main technology on board is this automatic optical navigation system, which will make use of two cameras, onboard cameras, to perform this proximity navigation and maneuvering close by to ICPS. And in fact, the technology, the software has different layers for detection of the targets and the navigation itself. And it is, we think it's very sophisticated and robust too, so that we were using a similar CubeSat for a similar mission, for example, accompanying the DART probe towards the Didymos asteroid. Anyway, Argomon has this, these are the main features and the main subsystem. The testing phase happened basically last year, while in August 2021 has been integrated into the...
Simone, 2 minutes left.
Okay. Thank you. It's been integrated, it's now ready for launch, which is expected end of July. And of course, the current activities are more related to the monitoring of the status of the subsystem because of this quite a long time, and we of course have to, in particular, the batteries, but not only. Another CubeSat is under development by, it is supported by ESA, but it is led by the Italian team of the Polytechnic of Milan. It is called Lumio, and it is devoted to the detection of impacts on the not visible side, on the far side of the moon. We had a very interesting new candidate for one of the next CLIPS mission. So in 2024, we expect to have our experiment related to the GNSS receiver that will be put on moon surface with the purpose of being an interesting experimental reference in this specific areas. The other Simone, Simone De Ranieri already discussed and described the opportunities coming from the retroreflectors, which are very interesting and passive element that could be proposed and embarked in several missions. I just mentioned the Moonlight initiative that will fly soon, again on another CLIPS opportunity. Concerning the modules, we start from a strong heritage due to ISS and will contribute to the Lunar Gateway, in particular to the two European modules. But we had also recently studies to propose similar pressurized module to be destined to the moon surface. And we propose them as part of the Artemis program, and several interesting discussions are in place with NASA. And among the technologies, we identified ISRU again as a critical element, and due to Isaac dedicated a group to this team, and oxygen extraction is one of the key elements. And an Italian team benefit of several ESA opportunities to gain in heritage, and now we are thinking to evolve this into a demonstrator to be embarked on one of the next commercial opportunities to the moon. We are starting with several more advanced definition studies of the design, and meanwhile discussing the interfaces and all the information related to the possible accommodation on board. Okay, I don't think I'm having time to go into details about it, so this is my last slide. Thank you for your attention, and we'll be happy to answer any question. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Simone. It's a very impressive Italian plate with many possibilities. So maybe one quick question I didn't check in the chat yet, but could you say a bit more about your pressurized module you just alluded to?
Right, the pressurized model, has been conceived and proposed with several configurations, as you can see. The most advanced one is what is called the shelter, and it is a logistic module that can be delivered on the surface with the purpose of being a reference for the storage of materials, but also supporting scientific experiments. So it has been proposed with the modular configuration, of course, so that can be in different configuration included in architecture, both for managed but also supporting precursor phases. And it has several, not large set of sizes, but several adjustments can be done on the size and on the capabilities.
Thank you.